Hi there Hot Toys fans, this is SkidSmanFlap1313 bringing you another video review, and this time I've got for you the Hot Toys 1/6 scale figure of the Hulk. Obviously if you've seen my unboxing for this guy, you will know that he came with Bruce Banner and was a behemoth. And as you can see, you can basically see my whole setup. You can see one of the shelves and my computer, sort of. But yeah, he's huge, guys. He's massive. He's the biggest figure I've ever had. He's bigger than leader classes, anything like that. Now, he's on a stand at the moment. He's on the little stand that you actually get, or I'm not going to say little because it's huge. And you can see I've got him actually standing on it. And that's the one of the Chitauri on the bottom, dead. So whether that was him or Iron Man, seeing as that base was actually with the battle damaged Iron Man. I don't have that one, but I just know from looking at pictures that that is from that specific character. So you can see him there. I've got the lights on him, showing off a lot of green there. So he looks really cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get him off that base and get him into another pose, and I will see you in a sec. Okay, so there he is, just, you know, plainly standing as if he's just standing up in the middle of the street or whatever. So just to show you off his accessories that you actually get. So first, obviously, you've seen the base here. This is huge, guys. This is amazing. It's really heavy as well. I mean, the Hulk is flipping heavy as hell, but this thing is amazing. You can see the Chitauri there. Really good detailing. Got all the blue on that. I am actually thinking of getting the Chitauri Soldier and Commander, so be looking out for that. So if this is like the size of them, they're going to be massive, and they look really cool. There he is there. I'm dead. But it's a really cool base. You got at the bottom all like the bits and bobs from Marvel and all that, and the screw holes to keep this in place. I had his feet on the empty spaces there, just sort of splayed them out. But yeah, pretty cool. So you have that. You also get these things, which are basically just sort of girders or iron plates from a building, which have obviously been ripped out. And you do get two of these. They're just the exact same thing. So it's ideal just to have in his hands. Obviously at the moment he's got fisted hands, and that comes onto his other accessory, which is in fact two extra hands. These are really big as well, nicely detailed. Really cool. You can see all the wrinkles, the skin, the nails have even got a bit of dirt on them, if they are nails. But it looks really cool. And then I've got this one in sort of a pose like, I choose you! So you can, they've all got like bits of metal in them, so you can just pose them as you will. The thumb doesn't, it sort of flexes, but there's no metal in it to pose it, but you can get some pretty cool poses with that. So that's basically it for his accessories, but a pretty good range of accessories. If you were just to buy the Hulk on his own, you get the Hulk and just the two pairs of hands. So that's why I picked this one instead of just buying the Hulk, and also because I wanted to get Bruce Banner. So there is Bruce Banner next to the Hulk. So you can see there is a bit of a size comparison, size difference. So if I just go down, you can see he's on his base, which doesn't make that much of a difference. But you can see he's probably about half the size of the Hulk. Well, maybe a little bit bigger. Not 3/4, but not a half. But really cool, really good. Looks amazing. They look really cool put up against each other, which is another positive to this whole figure. So, let me get the Hulk up close and personal. I want to show you a really cool feature, and in fact his head as well. So I will see you in a second. So there's his head, and it's as if we're having like some sort of dentist appointment, like, oh, open your teeth, Hulk. So you can see he's obviously got this pose, and it's a really cool pose. But there's also a second head you can actually make from this figure. If you just pull the head off, or pull this part of the head off, you can get Old Man Bald Hulk. Really cool. No, I'm only joking. That is for another feature, which is basically, I don't know if I'm going to be actually to be able to do this. Maybe I can do it with this one. You could see his eye is actually moving, and there's little pegs. I might be able to just knock this down a little bit. I'm moving forward. You see the little stick inside? There's two on each side. He is quite heavy, so I'm trying to do it one-handed, but he does look amazing. You can move his eyes to, you know, do whatever you want to do with them. You can see it moving there. I like to sort of keep it straight on, although you can have him looking off to the left, looking off to the right, have him like looking straight at something, like as if his eyes are like that, down to the floor, up like high. Obviously I've got his head so you can go really high. This is amazing though, that the neck really does bend quite a bit. I'm actually just going to put his hair back on because it's slightly concerning that Hulk is bald. So let's just peg that on, if it will go on. There we go. So he does look a lot better with his hair, that is confirmed. He can almost do, I'd say he is breaking the 90-degree angle in his head, so you can go quite down to the floor as well and have him looking up as well. So if there was something coming at him from the sky, sort of down like that, you'd be able to see it. He's got a good range of articulation in his head. He's got a ball joint, and also there's this like neck joint in here, but there's also some sort of rubber, and you can see his neck is actually moving, which I find is really cool and really cool accessory or addition to this actual mould. So let's just move on to the arms and their articulation. I'll show you one arm just seen because they're both the same, but I will show you that. Okay, so there is his arm, and to be honest it's really detailed. You could see blue veins on it, you could see the vein running down here. It just looks amazing. It's as if he's been really like working out in the gym a lot. He's got, you know, it's quite hard because there's no like padding or anything in here, which is pretty cool. So when you squish it, it doesn't exactly just go bleh. It's quite hard, tough. I'd say plastic, to be honest. It is really plasticky, but you can see here my thumb is actually sort of going in, and that's just to accommodate his arm going up, and you can see that the rubber sort of goes into that hole, which I like how it does that, but it does leave a bit of an odd sort of look, and you can hear the rubber sort of squealing under that. But that's more the joint, but the rubber is, it's a really good rubber, and I don't think it would break, but I'm just a little bit, I'm on the fence if I want to actually keep moving it or anything like that. The shoulder can go basically a full 360, so you can get good articulation out of that. It can go out, and you'll be able to hear all the different clicks and all that now. Okay, I popped his arm off. There we go. So you'll be able to hear all his articulation. Now there is sort of like a movement in here because of that ball joint, which allows the arm to sort of like flex downwards and upwards to accommodate all the rubber around it. So I like that because it makes sure that, you know, it's not going to get trapped or anything like that. But you can get a lot of good articulation out to the side, so you can look like a plane if you want him to. And just for this next bit, and there's his fist right there, so just get in on that. So you can see his fist here, he's got like it's on a ball joint, and obviously it can pop off, so you can just give it a bit of a wiggle, and there's the ball joint here, so you can see that the ball joint is in a ball joint. So you've got that articulation, there's the hand there. So just for now I'm just going to switch it over with the hand that needs to go on, which is a flexible hand. Just give that a wiggle. You may want to just make sure the ball joint is lined up, and then just, there we go. So you get the same articulation there with this thing. So you can sort of just like bend the fingers if you want, and have him doing whatever, as if he's trying to grab something. That looks pretty cool, as if he's trying to grab you from the sky and then do the Loki smash and go back and forth, which is really cool. Now you can get this thing in his hand. Now I haven't exactly been successful in well, okay. Well, that'll do, yeah. So you can actually place it in his hand. You can bend the fingers around it to make it look a bit better, but I wouldn't say to do that because the hands are sort of painted or being spray painted or whatever, and you put this thing on here with these sort of sharp, well, they're not sharp, but they can, you know, if you do that on the figure, it'll scratch the paint off. So just be careful with this. But I have to say, the attention to detail on this, the rust, the aging, everything like that, even the back is rusted as well. You know, they've definitely gone overboard with this thing, and it's brilliant. That's on both of them, so that's really, really cool. So you get some really good poses with that. So, moving on, let's just twist this and go a bit down. So you could see he's obviously got a lot of muscles on his chest. And you can see the detailing of the hair on there, which is just amazing, you know, to have that extra detail of, you know, hair on this sort of a figure. It's just not, it's just something like out there that you wouldn't expect. Now obviously you've just seen that you can move his waist back and forth, which I'm gonna call an ab crunch, but it's more of a ball joint, and he's trying to do the splits now. So you can sort of get some good articulation with that. You can also go, you know, left and right, so you can get him like that. He's got obviously his trousers on. These aren't the trousers that he's wearing in the other figure, but I think these are the ones that when he gets changed after falling from the helicarrier, he then puts the trousers on like the janitor gives him. So pretty cool. So you got all that. You can see all the abs here. Good detailing here, nice shading, the veins continuing down here, the hair sort of like going down here, the trousers at the bottom, they're ripped. I'm going to just go down to the trousers now and show you everything down there. But the other hand over here is exactly the same as this hand, so that is ideal, and there he is looking at you, so raw. Okay, so back down the bottom, you've obviously got the feet here, and again, the attention to detail, the toenails are disgusting. They're all like aged and mouldy and everything like that. He's, you know, it's amazing. You've got ball joints in the feet as well. You can see him rocking back and forth there, and he's quite squeaky. His trousers here, let's just move up. His trousers are all ripped down here. I like that, you know. And you can move the knees and nothing will happen, nothing will rip, which is amazing. So I'm guessing these trousers are slightly sort of elasticated, possibly actually. Yeah, a little bit of elasticated, I'm guessing there. But it looks really, really cool. And there's there, you can see the buttons come off, obviously. I don't understand though how his trousers stay on, to be honest. Because like you can't exactly go from being, I don't know, a size 36, let's say, to like the size extra double extra large. I'm not 100% sure on that, but they look really cool. I know it's just part of the Hulk's figure, so that's fine. I understand what they were going for, but he does look really, really cool. So you've got obviously the articulation down at the knees and also the feet, but you also have articulation, oh god, at the leg here. So you can sort of go back and forth. You can hear like that sort of squeaking, which I'm guessing is the joint, and then sort of springs, but it's like a clicking thing, which looks really cool because you can sort of like then, that is not going to go anywhere. You can hold him and that will not move, which is amazing. So you can hear that spring again. I'm trying not to make him fall over. There we go. And you can see actually, I don't know if I can get inside, but there's the ball joint is right in the middle of that thing for his waist. Just moving down to the knees, I'm just going to have to hold him like that. Sort of bend it so you can get round about 90-degree angle of leg movement around that, and you can move that back. And obviously, like I said, the foot is articulated as so. So he does look really, really, really cool. There is a lot of articulation here, and it's definitely worth all the money you're paying in order to get this guy. So I'm 100% sold on this. Yeah, well, obviously I am because I bought him. But he looks really, really cool. You know, the articulation, the detail, and especially when this figure comes with this guy as well. You got, you know, the before and after of the Avengers Hulk, and it's just really, really cool, guys. I would really recommend this. You know, it's worth the money that you pay. Well, actually, to be honest, every Hot Toys figure that you buy is worth the money that you pay. You get a lot of accessories. You know, the detailing, the articulation, everything. It's just phenomenal, and really just so much worth your money. You know, you get all of the all these extra accessories, which you can even just splay on the Hulk like that. You know, you've got two hands. You can have a fist or an articulated one. That's really, really cool. A humongous base, which I'm even guessing that Bruce Banner could probably even stand on, but I'm not going to try that now, seeing as he's had his limelight. But it's just really, really cool. You get these two amazing figures for that amount of money, and it's just amazing. Really, really, really cool. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed watching this. If you have, make sure to subscribe, because this Friday there will be another unboxing coming, and it's related to this. So make sure to look out for that. And you can comment down below, did you enjoy how I did it, splitting it into little bits and all that? I know the background and everything is a little bit of a mess, but I haven't got a place to actually do these reviews. I might have to actually, I'm looking at a place where I could actually do these, which could be really ideal if I turn it into a sort of white screen background. Really cool. So I'll think about that, and I might do some movements in my room to help do that. But for now, guys, you can like the video if you've enjoyed. You know, because it does help me understand who's liking the videos and who is not. So, you know, and I will see you guys in the next video. So, I'll see you then.